That's the only advantage we got.
In terms of hybrids, there's no way to know for sure. We haven't had any more proto-molecule shouts from the station. It's possible the hybrids are either gone or dormant.
I want to drive one so bad. Like, I just want to... I was born in the wrong era.
Ready? Fleet hurt him good.
And lost 4 battle groups in the process.
Oh yeah, they're all in a war now. Like Mars, the Belt, Earth.
Reinforcements, it'll be 51 destroyers.
All because of that... What's his name? I forget, honestly. That from Earth.
Fucking Tooth Fairy.
It's a little hard to believe.
She was there.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a fairy tale, you know, like...
Is the proof.
That...
Martian Defense Minister Korshinov suffered a fate. Now I gave the order. All I wanted is to get to you and Admiral Souther.
Callista? No, sir.
Mars just seems so cool, like I would want to live. Or I would want to be part of Mars.
And maybe something
Earth just seems like a dump, like at this point in this show.
I'm sorry.
To be critical to the war effort, and we are changing course to intercept.
Yeah.
If necessary, we will engage and take them out.
Aye, sir.
Wait.
Captain,
You've done your part, Ensign. Chief.
continue to Io as planned. Admiral, may I ask why we're going to Io? You don't need to know.
Because he's two-faced.
Of course, sir. But I wonder, since Admiral, in the future, unless you have specific business on the CIC, there's no need for you to be here.
He just seems like the guy on the left seems like a warmonger.
Good coffee can save the world.
And settle for saving my morning.
My father used to keep a statue of Atlas on his desk. He told me I had even stronger shoulders than him. I was 6.
Let me guess, it's still on your desk to inspire you every day.
No, I smashed it when my son was killed. The point is, I didn't quit. I realized there were very few adults in the room, and that, like it or not, I was one of them. Jules Piermau has been letting the children play war in the backyard while he sorts out what god or monster looms over the fence.
Then he came up with a real shitty plan. Kids can burn down the house as easy as you or me.
She's such a strong character
With you,
and a great actor,
you
honestly.
can't know Kyle. I need the proto-molecule.
I tried saving the world. All I did was make it worse.
Stand the
Oh
proto-molecule,
yeah,
and for
like
that, I need a sample. For the good of Earth,
he feels
Mars,
all this guilt for trying so hard. That's probably why he feels like he wants to quit at this point in the show, because
it doesn't become you.
everything is kind of triggered by him, and he's become like desensitized to
Hey, hold it.
nearly everything,
I'm gonna open up the comms and have one last little...
and he just doesn't want to care anymore.
Before we go
I
down,
mean,
if that's all
I
right
can't
with
blame
you.
him, like, it's just too much.
Okay, make it quick.
Hi, Dad. I know Mom's mad and doesn't want me talking to you, but I just want you to know I'm not mad. A real lawyer has to make sacrifices. Hope you can come home soon.
Permission to speak freely, sir.
And now he's diverted a capital ship from a major engagement to go to a deserted moon, keeping you in the dark.
Exactly.
He's off.
We've been talking. The move.
You know what we mean, sir.
Yeah. And that's what worries me.
Will they though?
Well, Gunny. Looks like your Goliath's gonna be all charged up in no time.
Thrusters are low. This won't refill him.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We don't care. You make it. And it works. What do you need to? Know what you're trying to do. What do you want?
The Hammurabi's closing in fast. By the time we get to Io, You'll nearly have us with the missile lock.
They won't engage until the rest of the fleet gets to missile range, too.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Oh shit. Oh, he's gonna go talk to. Oh shit.
Sorry, sir. No one's allowed. Get the fuck out of my way, sailor.
Same, honestly.
I was wondering what visiting hours were. Tell me exactly what Aaron Wright said in that message you claim he sent to Avasarala. Avasarala sent you the comms buffer. She made it.
Oh, he looks so happy. I'm so happy.
Admiral Wynn would like to see you.
Oh no, I'm not happy anymore. Please don't die.
I know you feel like I betrayed you. You don't really know me. And that's not your fault.
That's true.
I used to run with the OPA. I was with someone. He always believed what he was doing was right.
Those are the most dangerous
No,
ones.
not that guy.
I had a child with him.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, she did have a child.
Boy. Philip. I imagine Philip amongst them. Woke me up.
The tech team will be down shortly to collect all the materials related to the project.
Wait,
Understood.
are they related?
Control now.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's still time to make this
You're
right.
relieved of duty and can file your quarters toward anything else, and I will have you in irons.
What was she like?
You're kind of mean at first. I think I liked her.
Captain, we have a... They don't want to shoot. If they did, they would have done it already.
That's true.
The testing is to see who we really are. If we're honorable or not.
There's no honor in defeat. Weapons, prepare all tubes. We're gonna give them everything we've got.
Belay that order. In accordance with the military code of justice, I am relieving you of command. Any actions necessary with the academic...
Yes, sir. Channel open.
I knew.
This is Admiral Wynn.
I knew he was gonna die,
We have put
but
down
like,
intense activity by
why?
Weapons, give me a missile lock on the Menace.
What?
Menace, this is your final warning. Return to the fleet, or you will be fired upon.
I mean, you should have done that before. I don't know.
What's the hybrids?
Hey everyone, that was my reaction to the Expanse episode 5 season 3. And honestly, aside from the murder, it wasn't that interesting. Or not interesting, it wasn't that exciting. But it doesn't mean that it wasn't an interesting episode. And the first thing I would like to talk about, I guess, is Christian Avasarala. I really love her character. She's just such a strong character. And because she likes to win, of course, you know that she's going to succeed no matter what. Well, hopefully she succeeds, because she's one of my favorite characters in the show, in the entire show, actually. And the fact that she succeeded in relaying that message, or sorry, the video of Aaron Wright to the UN and the Martians was kind of scary for me in a sense, because it does bring me back to that one time, I believe it was season 1, when her friend died, or her friend committed suicide because of what she had done. And it kind of scares me right now, because the Martians right now in this episode, I think in the last few minutes of the episode, they were talking about helping any UN ships who may be in need of any help, and that they weren't going to shoot. And we know the result of what had happened, how Nguyen succeeded in taking over the ship. I mean, he was already in charge of the ship, but now it's just he has no one else opposing him. And we don't know like what's going to happen with Nguyen and the Martian ships. And I feel like the thing that happened, the suicide that happened with Avasarala's friend in season 1, may happen to the Martians. Like, I mean, it's not like they're gonna commit suicide, but they're gonna be put into a position where it'll be dangerous, and it's gonna be on her. Like, if this does happen, I'm saying, like, this is just a hypothetical situation, but if it does happen, what I'm scared of is if the Martians were to get into trouble, if they were to die and she finds out, then it could have negative impacts on her character and her character development. Because throughout the series, she's been really consistent. She's been, I mean, first it was Earth first, and then it was protect the species, but in terms of her character and her personality, it's been the same. So what I'm scared of is having the suicide of her friend foreshadow this Martian ship or this Martian commander and all these Martians just dying because of her. And because she hasn't had any character development, or her character's been consistent, it might be time, or the writers might be thinking that it might be time for her to go through some emotional turmoil. So that's what I'm scared of. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that I think it wasn't really like that, it didn't really show that much in the reaction, I don't think. I mean, in the reaction that I showed of the proto-molecule, mostly because I didn't really say much, and it was just me like staring at the screen, so I didn't really want to add too much of that. But I was thinking, like, the proto-molecule itself, and I haven't read the books, I haven't read the Expanse series books, so I don't know like what its true goal is, but from the perspective of someone who's watching the show and who hasn't read the books, it seems like the proto-molecule is taking apart things and putting them back together to create something better, to repurpose them, I guess you could say. And the only reason why you break something apart, or take something apart, take something apart, is to know how it works inside. And when they say repurpose, perhaps they're repurposing humans themselves and trying to make them into a being, or into something that is a level higher, like an evolution of the human being. Because from what we've seen, the proto-molecule just kind of everything that it's all the knowledge that it has right now is from humans, and because of this, anything that's going to be made on Venus is going to be influenced by human knowledge, I guess you could say. But that doesn't mean that it would be imperfect. I think what they mean by repurposing is taking all the knowledge, dismantling human beings, to create something that, like I said, to evolve the species. So that's just my thoughts right now from the episode and from what I've seen, but I could be like just completely wrong. And to be honest, I kind of hope in a sense that it's like half wrong, half right, because I kind of want to be like surprised, and of course I'd like to show that to you guys as well. So those are my thoughts of the proto-molecule in this episode. Aside from that, I really like, it's kind of messed up, but I really like how they showed the conviction of Jules Pierre Mao by sacrificing, well, he hasn't yet, but I think they started it, like sacrificing May, because you could see him develop like this emotional connection with May, and then he's willing to just give it all away for the proto-molecule, because the man's already given up his daughter for the progress of the proto-molecule. And it wasn't like in the video, I was kind of like, in the reaction I was surprised, but then also it was like it was gonna happen, you know, like all that build up, it was for some reason, and now we found out that reason as to why the writers created that emotional connection between Jules Pierre Mao and May. I guess it was just to show the character's conviction to move forward in the experiments. I'm sorry. With Nguyen and Jules Pierre Mao, we all saw what they were willing to do to achieve their goals. And now with that, the authors kind of set this bar where there is no bar. Like, they're willing to sacrifice literally anything. They're willing to kill their own men. They're willing to commit treason for their one goal. And so now with each episode that comes next, we don't exactly know what's going to happen. And I really like that they did that in this episode, that they took the time to do that. And aside from that, it wasn't an exciting episode except for like the very end, but it was definitely an interesting episode, especially between James Holden and Naomi, because I mean, I was slightly disappointed by Naomi's reason as to why she gave the belt and betrayed James Holden and gave the belt the proto-molecule, because at first I was impressed because I thought she was calculating it, you know, like Christian Abasarala, that they needed like the power balance, and I mean she did calculate it that way, but it was from an emotional part of herself. It wasn't just, oh, the belt needs this to survive. It's like, no, the belt needs this to survive because of my son. My son's part of it. So does that mean if her son wasn't there, would she have like just not done it? So it leaves kind of like something to think about. But I guess from the previous episode, she probably still would have done it, because we know that she is a really empathetic and caring person, especially when it comes to Belters, because she did save all those Belters' lives in that episode where the captain of that ship, I forget, I'm sorry, was about to leave everyone, literally leave everyone, take no one in, and she tried her best to organize everything to save everyone, well, not everyone, to save as much as she could. So there's just a lot of things going on in this episode, which can be easily overlooked, and it can seem boring, but I really enjoyed the episode itself, and I'm really hoping that this next episode is just as interesting, with maybe a bit more action. But I guess in terms of my initial thoughts, that's really it. And yeah, that's my reaction to the episode. I hope to see you guys next week. I will be reacting to episode 6, so I hope you guys subscribe, hit that bell button, so that we can like kind of share this experience, I guess. And I will be reacting to shows other than the Expanse. I will be reacting to more anime shows than North American shows. So what I'll be reacting to is Haikyuu, since I have not watched that yet. Darling in the Franxx. I will be watching what else? Megalobox. We'll see if I'll upload this one though, Megalobox. And probably I had planned a bit more, but we'll see, since I do have like a job out of this, so I need to think about my time and my time management. So we'll see which ones I upload. And I will be uploading Avatar: The Last Airbender, which technically is a North American show, cartoon. So please look forward to those shows that I will be uploading my reactions to, and I hope that you subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, because I did enjoy making it. It was a learning curve in terms of video editing, and video capturing. Like I'm recording this video on my webcam. I was supposed to actually record it on this camera, but the memory card I'm using right now is kind of full. For now, that's just gonna have to wait, and for now I'm just gonna be doing this with my webcam. And I mean, the quality is not that good, but it's not that bad. At least I'm not like one whole pixel like one whole pixel just talking. So as long as you guys enjoy this video, I'm happy. So thank you, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.